Alright. I probably won't have anyone pop by, but I'm gonna play some more Tavern Talk. Because I am really enjoying this. It's kind of silly, but I mean, I don't even have that big of a stream following anyways. But I find it fun, regardless. So, Loki, come here. They can mess around with that stuff. It's okay. I may end up snacking on some chips because I'm hungry. I mean, I know that's where I left off. But it glitched out earlier and the achievements didn't come through. Oh. Good morning. Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. Are you gonna tell me to call you Zephyr now? One moment. What have you both been up to today? Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such. I was not dilly-dallying. He was! It goes well with the brooding. Oh well. Hi, Thorin. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Smart and sparkly. Okay. Smart and sparkly. Does that mean you want something infused in it? I mean, this is pretty sparkly. Oh, maybe they just want the sparkling nebula because it's sparkly. Okay. Let's just do the basic one. Three of these. Perfect. And the rest with this. Throw some charisma in there. Perfect. A fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you, this is just the right amount of sparkle. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep doing voices. Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. Are you really going to keep going by Blaze? I mean, okay. I have no issue with that. I'm just like a little. I thought it was all right. Why not? So has the cake found its way back home yet? The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe. He seemed pretty excited to me. He should be, if it's him well. Almost like it was made for him. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fang, but they were much tinier. A common misconception. Where'd you find him? A local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a falling star. That sounds morbidly interesting. It was. I overheard some priests saying that they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples. They do. The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. They were asking around to see if the priest knew anything about the star rain. Did they? No, I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out, Alethea, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise. Scandalous. I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him, and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently, he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows. We? Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate. I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo. Thank you. How did you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape between all those heightened emotions? We didn't. She got caught. I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't. It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase. Tall vase. Oh dear. Oh, Melee. Or Melee. I don't know. I felt very well hidden when Alethea suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the beginning. She's so cool and smart. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did, but she said it was too early to share any insight. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that its altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak? I didn't. That's fascinating. It is. She also told me I have to work on my stealth, that being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience. Better not tell her that. Better not. So, are you going to work on it? Yes. Blaze is going to show me the ropes. Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise. It's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you. So, would you say your investigation was a success? Kinda. We got to see how clueless the other investigators are and return the keep to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find anything new about the stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them. A dangerous if exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try and eat you or be your friend? Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them. Really? That's scary. Of course it is. The tail fluffed up. So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters? No, they were much worse than that. What is it? Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course. Same as last time? Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. I know he wants that. A drink, just for you. Thanks. How is it? Fine. That means perfect. So, where was I? Right. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadowbanes and was eager to prove myself. It's said that there are great riches in the far depths of the Gravelmac, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Fesoa. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold. I owed some debts. Treasure troves full of precious gems and gold. I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths were creatures no one should ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rock and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I will never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. They sound kind of cute. They were not. I'm wondering if my mic is cut out at any point. Can I charge this and have it on at the same time? I wonder how long it's been turning on and off. Oh, I can't go backwards. Okay. Oh well. If it was cutting in and out, I'll find out later, when I actually go through and edit stuff. Not too far, it's in eastern Fasoa, and is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend its many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her? She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No, I was a similar age when I ventured out on my first quests. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it while they're young, so they can accept its existence into their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with the fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we should put other children in miserable situations sure did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? You got enough rumors to make that quest yet, Innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all of the star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide is a days running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me nor anyone else. I shall take my leave. Good luck. See you around, with less horrors, I hope. Now I'm worried. About Malachi or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Zuford is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she's going to be alone. I hope not. There's little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews. I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You've got my 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything. Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid the feeling afraid, but I can always do things when scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe. That's still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they're still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps, though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry, go home. Fix the many things that worry you, as long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, Innkeep. See you tomorrow, my friend. Alright. This poor sheep. Hello, traveler. Goodness, no. A Rhett and Link reference? It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that would have done it. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it is. Theopractically? Practically in theory. Duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? Of course. Interesting and suspicious. Are you mayhaps also a person of magic? Well, I do make magical drinks. Enchanted mixology. That's a That indeed is a niche. Say, innkeeper, did something you make ever explode? Occasionally. Heck yeah, welcome to the club. I think I blew something up last week. Once or twice a week. I think I blow something up at least once or twice a week. I'm Hex, by the way. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you, too. Just innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, innkeeper, how about a super wheezy, breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me understand the primordial vortex? Gotcha. Brain power. Hello, Hex. Hexagon Hex. What a absolutely chaotic neutral name. Like, okay. So this more or less tells us kind of where the quests were. Okay. I think sparkling nebula is our best bet. Because you want intelligence. And a little bit of charisma. That's what we're gonna go with. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I'll get an achievement. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing, I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial seawater too. Never mind, the explanation would be too complex to grasp, So, what complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there's always a little bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? There always has to be a little bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she's getting through life with so much structure. Hello, skeleton man! I mean, I don't know if you're actually a man, but you're skeleton. Hello, my skeletal friend. Your spine just disappears into nothing. Oh, I meant to read that line. Dialogue. Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential to this world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad. And to you, innkeeper. Is it? Is this supposed to be like a Jacksepticeye reference kind of thing? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. suppose you can call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken aloud. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious. So you're undead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from the grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. You were supposed to have a British accent. At least I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. Dang, that's brutally long. So, how'd you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing ever happened. Thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Two of those had risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent conscious thought. And alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? There are more like you out there? Of course, undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Zoford and found a small little tavern. A little bit like this one, more nautically in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. No, I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on that Zoford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more! Fishermen fear that Zoford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by a lonely animal that stares blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, what do you say? Innkeeper said, you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. Well, if you say so, what would you like? Something to loosen this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. Loosening the tongue up is either the sunny breeze or the spoken heart. We'll go with the spoken heart. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of strength and a little bit of defense. Ding! A real charmer just for you. Jolly! I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh. Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. An archivist things, you know? Spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. Didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, that hardly counts. That type hardly counts. Agreed. It's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes, if I can enhance an aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no you didn't. Thanks, bye. Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a little bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. Hey, innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's just terrible. Seeing all this destruction, it's terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. This is turning a little more southern than British than I was hoping for. Historically, the Lady of the Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners are... It's impolite to burst in on a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually... None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Theopractically, they don't. Theopractically? Practically in theory. Expectations confirm the rule. You sound like a wizard. Please don't say that. Okay, let's pretend I didn't. Scully, how did you like their drinks? Surely an experience. I can feel it gurgling in my bones. Sometimes they do that. Could you actually make me a drink, innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, though, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. Okay. That's the only one. Ding, ding, ding. A little bit of intelligence, and a little bit of defense. Ding! You like your swift strike. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know just what I need, innkeeper. Of course I do. After all, you're my favorite regular. You are, to be honest. I am? Yes. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out, I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure. I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tregarin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid. Sounds like a quite useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already had at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So you accepted donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful. In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. Do you store it under your hat? Of course. Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeep, thank you for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeep, thank you so much. You're still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. Oh, you got your cape. I was not expecting the cape to be green. Half-elf. Scully. Unknown age. He, him. Scully is a Mahide and the personification of a gentleman. And he's, well, dead. Or at least he was dead for quite some time before he rose again, but contrary to his fellow undead, he returned conscious. I'm done with the accents. I don't know if I can maybe do Kyle. Did I miss a piece of dialogue? Nope. Okay. That I was able to witness such a rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate! You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would! Such splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust being my least favorite of them. Ruins a lot of hard work. Does it now? Yep. Makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah! Like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished? Yeah. Gentleman? Don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He was quite polite, I recall. Greeted me with the tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What the peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. I don't know if I can keep this up. It reminds me of all the time I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? It'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet, no. Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling? Of course. You want... Ooh. Let's do this new recipe. Okay, so... Really don't need any of that. No. Crap. I was given the recipe, but... Oh, wait. Okay. Those two. That's fine. Little charisma. And... Okay, first snow. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift from the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, Innkeeper, but I must say, you know your job. So, how has the day been for you two? The usual. Splendid. It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Rhea and I took a day trip to the capital, since I rarely get to see it full of day life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. So vivid, and it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. I was not expecting it to be green. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Barovia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape, so you can attend that fancy Barovian vampire banquet, and I get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Oh, dear Kyle. Didn't I mention that? No. What about my material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a little while longer though? Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. No, Loki. Over here. Loki. Lay back down. Thank you. Say, Innkeep, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in the sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Kyle, you've stolen your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if me ex-husband stole me hammer? What? Take it and smash all he holds dear? No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh. Maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd had to do was ask, oh my dear undead Evelyn. There's never been a wish of hers I turned down. And I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well? Yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all, maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her even more, looking forward to the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a grasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeep, so that my heart may stop aching again soon. Didn't he say his heart wasn't in his chest anymore? The curse of being a vampire is outliving pretty much anyone you'll ever meet. It's not surprising that Kyle seems to fight with abandonment issues. He has seen a few people die of old age, after all. Nonetheless, he is still very attentive to others, perhaps to cherish all the time he has left with them. Aww. I adore Kyle. Okay, so you want the new one, don't you? No, you don't. You want something with strength. Okay. How about this one? Alright. We need... I think I wanted to do either the frozen pine cone or the phoenix chili. Because nothing else... Okay. I believe, yeah, phoenix chili... charisma... a little bit of that, and 2 of that. Sailor's Courage. Ding ding, order up. I can't mend your broken heart. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear innkeep. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, Right. I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital, busy streets, bustling with people. Roots! Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had a chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, I gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I've told you. Rumor has it that these are the roots of the Aether Tree, breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes, very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh. We also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. Believe the lass's made her way to Dalewell. She seems to be onto something. Can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Oi, why? I wanted to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then. But you won't munch on the shopkeeper, will you? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Well, hello. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minthy in the flesh. Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Oh, there is a dog under your arm. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good thing you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount around here? Always. So, what brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more moist. Ha! Not quite the word I would have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my taste. And here I thought I would at least get to enjoy the recent downpour, but no. Stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before, though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscapes. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endangering myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvel. Diana! Did he just bap you, Loki? Cats, man. You're okay. I don't know why he did that. You're okay, Loki. You're okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why he bapped you. Oh, okay. Using the primordial vortex is a marvelous. Okay. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear the little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I did not come all this way to talk about development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hush whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls may be my main objective, I haven't decided to come into town with only one singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No. My manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. Lovely. I'm glad to have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey. I'll do my best. Innkeeper definitely didn't. Oh, we could do a peaky sunrise. Or a peak sunrise. Let's try that one. So, crown, wind, and crown, wind, brain. I know that they have different things. Thorin! What the hell, cat? I'm sorry, Loki. I don't know why he's doing that. That's so rude of him. He's so rude. I'm so sorry, Loki. Oh, baby. Is he rude? Is he a big meanie? Just coming over and bapping you? No. Let's crown and thing. I don't think we have... Let's do that one. Because that'll get that there. And then one there. Oh, that was wrong. There we go. Let's try that one. I've thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down real quick. Take your time. So while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my precious manuscript. You know, the one that I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century while my library came to be. Certainly. It should be just below this pile. No, wait, I must have put it over here, actually. Alright. Given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a little bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunting in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. No, you little... It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minthy. Have a safe and pearl-filled journey. I'll try. "7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right?" Okay. Familiars. Zolford familiars. Familiars. Do they have to be in a specific order? The lively port of Zofort is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. Familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found. But it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the tale of the sea witch who cursed Zoford's docks? I want to keep playing, but I don't know. I don't have it in me to continue talking. That's been a lot of talking today. Considering that was an hour and a half. The other ones were a little over an hour, 2.5 hours, and 1.5 hours. So yeah, I've been at this a lot today, talking wise. So if I continue on, I'm not going to be talking because I can feel my voice tiring. Maybe we'll do one more day, but I won't talk.
typical ass names and backstory.
Okay, this is a tough one. What does that mean? Does it needs to be at least 3, at least 1, preferably 2? Okay, we need at least that. Well, if the familiars have been hypnotized, oh, okay, this is a... Because one of the rumors implied that these familiars have been hypnotized in some way, shape, or form. So that could imply that they might need to fight. But... this could be the wrong choice, but I'm gonna go with the haste. And that means... that would have some defense. And that would have some brain, because it only wants at least 1. And I don't have a recipe yet. They get 3 of these. So, I think Thousand Winds is gonna be our best bet. I didn't get a flag. Oh. Oh no, I still want that there. There we go. Oh, I needed the feather. I think in this case, a delicate hand. I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation. I love how their name keeps changing. It's just beautiful. No, that's cute. So we're a fey creature. Is that why they're not in my book yet? Well, hello there. Oh. Yeah, we're a fey creature. Okay. Oh. Aw. Something that builds defense, then. Have I not made? Oh, well. I've still got some to discover. Okay. Let me finish this. The day is almost over, Loki.